Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the Republic. If you love firearms, if you love family safety, the Second Amendment is a great way to ensure you can keep both of them. So, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment on this video. So, we're not here to really review anything today, although we are going to have a slight review. We're really here to talk about, well, an email I got from Taurus warning us about a little notification. So, I haven't reviewed their entire history because, frankly, I don't give a shit that much. But here's what I do give a shit about. Taurus is not exactly known for having great products. Probably the best gun that they have ever put out, which I've never personally handled. I've heard all about, I've seen, they review great, and they are frankly just about legendary in the world of revolvers. Probably guessed I'm talking about the Taurus Judge. So the Taurus Judge comes in, a few different configurations. So everything from the Public Defender to the Public Defender Poly to the Judge Magnum, and even the Raging Judge 513. Barrel lengths ranging from 2.5, 3, 6.5 inches, and generally chambered in 45 Colt or 410 gauge. Which, same one, to the Judge Magnum, which is Magnum 45 Colt, Magnum 410, and even I'll check this round out, see what it's about, but a 454 Castle. So, introduced in 2006, the Judge has been able to stand its ground for quite a long while. Since then, one of the best things that they've done was to acquire Diamondback Firearms, which we're not here to talk about today, but oh, this beautiful lady we will discuss on another day, at another time. Oh, back to bed, sweetheart. Yes. Love that girl. Chambered in 7.62 by 51 or 308. Now, the only other thing, they started to clean up their act a little bit when they brought along the G2 and the G2C. This being the wife's G2C, thus purple. Now the G2C and the G2, they were good. Well, they were So why They're accurate. We have had absolutely zero, and we are clear, reliability issues with these guys. Well, with this little girl. She runs a 12+1. So good capacity, especially for a subcompact gun. 3.2 inch barrel. So why only Well, here's the drawbacks. One, trigger. It is a double action, single action trigger. So if you happen to have a round that doesn't go off, you can just keep pulling until it does. Okay? Great. Wonderful. Outstanding. Now the trigger itself, it'll take up before you hit the wall. A little more pressure. Boom. There she goes. Reset. I'll try and do it slowly. Not too awfully bad. But you've seen that from me before. So again, what makes it Well, two things come to mind. One, of course, with that 3.2 subcompact barrel, You get a bit of recoil, which, okay, fine, you can learn to adjust to that, but let's check out this stippling. So on the back strap, stops way short of the beaver tail, and then still only goes about halfway up the grip. With that huge recoil, you need something up here to be able to grab onto. And this thing is just as smooth as a baby's butt, which means with all that snappy ass recoil, you are going to have to re-grip after damn near every shot. Kind of a drawback. The sights are okay, not spectacular, but they're okay. Just don't make the mistake of believing the bullshit about, oh, you can put Glock sights on these. Go back, watch a lot of other YouTube videos and a lot of guys that made the mistake of trying to put Glock sights on this gun. So probably my personal biggest issue that I have with this particular gun is it does have a manual safety, which is fine. I can do with or without a manual safety. My old carry, still clear, which is my Smith & Wesson, I really should do some editing, but I'm not. 2.0, of course, has a manual safety. If it's got one, I do use it. If it doesn't, who gives a shit? I mean, this is practically my signature gun by now, isn't it? And this one is not clear. So I am watching where it's pointing at, keeping it in safe locations at all times. So, of course, my Shadow Systems MR920L has no manual safety. And again, I carry it every single day of the week, and it's just fine. If you are going to have a manual safety, you should train on how to get that sucker on and off. I've trained to have that safety disengaged before the barrel even clears. But for beginning shooters, less experienced shooters, there are a few things I require manual safety to be able to do. One is keep the gun safe, such as when I'm loading or unloading this weapon, I need to be able to lock that slide back and have the safety still engaged while they're doing that. Why? I don't want an inexperienced shooter to inadvertently set this puppy off. Still learning trigger discipline at that point a lot of times. Now, they call it a safety measure. I call it an unsafe measure. Safety engaged, that slide is not going anywhere. Now, for me, this is a big no-no because particularly, again, I've got new shooters and experienced shooters. I don't want them to click that safety off just to load and unload this firearm. So, to me, that's a fail. Of course, it's not the only fail that the G2 line has experienced. As a matter of fact, not the only fail Taurus has experienced. Again, we're talking not great quality firearms, low price point, and this one was the best that they'd come up with for a very long time, but it wasn't always. Matter of fact, in 2013, they had a recall. There were actually 9 different models that were built between 2009 and 2013 with a total of 1 million, let me say that again, 1 million handguns needed to be returned, repaired, or replaced, in which case they just gave you $200 and called it a day for your gun. 1 million guns built between 2009 and 13 that had a slight problem. Even with the safety engaged, don't drop it because it would go off. So, after being sued damn near into oblivion, They did their recalls. They got these guns either off the streets or fixed. Now, that brings us to our latest. And I don't have one of these to show off. I wish I did. The GX4. So the Taurus GX4, now this thing came out, it's reviewed great. I mean, it is reviewed really well. Everybody thought Taurus was on a roll. We got the G2 series. The G2 series came back. It works well. It's doing great. Awesome. Ours was not part of that recall, by the way. Ours was built well after 2013. So, it's all good. Not that it's been dropped, but it's all good. So again, the G4 reviewed well. Several different models in the series. Everything from 10 round, 11 round, 13 round, micros, on up to standard size. In fact, this thing did so well that the NASGW gave it both the Best New Handgun Award and the Caliber Award in 2021 for the Best New Overall Product. And then again in 22, so last year, Guns and Ammo rated this thing the Handgun of the Year. So this has really been a good gun for Taurus. So we thought. Got an email this morning from Taurus. I wasn't actually planning to do this video at all. Email from Taurus this morning warning the GX4s have a recall. Guess they fucked up again. Apparently they didn't learn, so drop safe. If you have a Taurus GX4, if you know someone who has a Taurus GX4, I implore you, look, you can screw around with safety recalls on your car if you want. Oh, this light might go out. Oh, this whatever switch might quit working. And you decide if you want to send it to the manufacturer or the dealer or what you want to do. Do not fuck around with a firearms recall. Because we're not talking about something that can potentially do a little bit of damage. We're talking about something that can and will either kill you or worse, kill somebody else. Don't fuck around. Go to Taurus's website. They have a link. Click on that link. It will take you to the recall page. Put in the serial number for your gun, which can be located in a couple of different places, and see if your gun is a part of that recall. They also have a phone number. They have a website. They have everything you need to be able to check out your gun. They will repair it for free. So absolutely, make sure, get this thing taken care of. We don't want it to end up the next 6-hour P320 fiasco. Motherfuckers getting shot left and right by their own damn guns. Me, I think what's happening is a lot of people are trying really hard, since firearm technologies really didn't go very far for a very long time. Now all of a sudden firearm technologies are just taking off left and right. And it feels like some of these companies are just taking a few too many shortcuts. And those shortcuts are in their safety procedures. They're in their testing. They're just not getting the job done. But at least Taurus is stepping up. They're saying, hey, we fucked up. Unlike Sig Sauer that tried to hide the fact. And I just hope the 320s that they gave to our military don't have any issues. But thank you for watching. And until next time, again, like, subscribe, notification bell, comment, and train, train, train with your shit. And have a nice day.